think it means that folks can speak out about issues that are controversial.
The ability to probably say everything that I would like to say, not fear the repercussions.
That I can express my opinions no matter how terrible it is.
Means the ability to talk about and criticize your government and the leaders without fear of being punished for it.
The laws concerning freedom of speech are written so poorly and with such imprecision that they are unenforceable by the authorities. The Fighting Words Doctrine is a law that limits free speech and words that inflict injury or tend to incite an immediate breach of the peace. It is benign and neither restricts nor broadens freedom of speech. While the 3 deaths and 38 injuries that happened during the Unite the Right rally in Charlottesville were tragic and avoidable, as were the events that passed in Middlebury College.
Several of my students asked me to moderate a talk with the libertarian scholar Charles Murray. Dr. Murray was drowned out by students who never let him speak. We were forced to retreat to another location to live stream our conversation, and he and I were intimidated and physically assaulted while trying to leave campus.
The status quo is not the answer. There's too much violence and too much animosity where free speech is concerned. Ever since our government was founded, citizens have had the right to express their opinions, no matter how controversial. This is considered by many to be a crucial part of being an American.
We had people come to City Hall 4 or 5 years ago who were upset about something, and I think the main thing was to ensure that they felt that they were heard, and they were heard.
It allows citizens to express their ideas and bring about change that reflects the needs of the people. Benjamin Franklin expressed that it is a principal pillar of a free government. When it is taken away, the constitution of a free society is dissolved, and tyranny is erected in its ruins. In 1791, the Bill of Rights was ratified, giving U.S. citizens newfound rights. Many people believe that free speech should be expanded because they feel that it is their inherent right to express whatever they want, and that the government should have little to no control over this right.
I don't see any reason for any boundaries.
I don't think so, no. Boundary is based on your own perceptions. So if you set a boundary, say, I don't want to do it, then it's you, it's not others. So don't let other people stop you.
These people often feel that despite the possibility of their thoughts offending someone, they should be able to voice their opinions no matter how unpopular or controversial. One example of this is how in 1919, during Gitlow versus New York, Gitlow's document, Left-Wing Manifesto, presented communist ideas that provoked a movement to overthrow the current government. In Gitlow's defense, he argued that since there was no resulting action, he should be protected by the freedom of speech. The Fighting Words Doctrine is considered by many just to be too vague. How can everyone have the same interpretation of what language causes immediate breach of peace? A regulation on the other side of the argument, considered by many to be too vague, is the exception of obscenity in the right to freedom of speech. These limitations are often viewed as another example of too much intrusion by the government, and just another step into controlling the lives of free people. Contrary to these claims, some people feel as if many ideas are too offensive and can lead to conflict if expressed in public. In 1977, the neo-Nazis, known at the time as National Socialists, arranged a demonstration in Skokie, Illinois. Skokie is a town where the primary population is made up of Jewish and Holocaust survivors. The authorities tried to stop the demonstration and even added a ban on Nazi images, such as uniforms and swastikas. Unfortunately for the town, the ban was ruled as unconstitutional. One area many people feel should be a judgment-free, safe space are college campuses. However, despite the many controversial efforts of colleges to control hate speech, white supremacist propaganda on campuses rose 77% last year. One instance of violence on college campuses due to the rise of hate rallies was the Unite the Right rally on the University of Virginia campus in Charlottesville.
I guess I guess it couldn't have been avoided because people are going to feel how they feel, and I think that person just reached out to the right people, and somebody's always going to feel a type of way.
The rally resulted in 3 deaths, including the deaths of 2 state troopers and a counter-protester killed in a vehicle ramming attack. Freedom of speech is vital to the American idea of a free society. However, some changes still need to be implemented. The freedom of speech should not protect groups that promote violence, such as the Ku Klux Klan and the neo-Nazis. Although some groups claim their demonstrations are supposed to be peaceful, what they represent can cause violence and animosity. Their demonstrations are typically used to spread fear, like when the neo-Nazis tried to have a rally in Skokie, a town with a high Jewish population. Another issue is that because of what these groups represent, demonstrations can be unsafe. On numerous occasions, demonstrators have gotten into altercations with people protesting the demonstration, leading to dangerous and sometimes deadly consequences. One recent example of this was at the Unite the Right rally in Charlottesville, where a car ran into a group of people peacefully protesting the Unite the Right demonstration, and it killed a 32-year-old woman and injured 19 others. The death and suffering from that event would never have happened if the freedom of speech restricted hate groups from protesting. On the other hand, citizens need to be able to express their ideas no matter how unpopular. When Charles Murray, a conservative author and political scientist, was invited to speak at Middlebury College, he was physically accosted. While the students at Middlebury had the right to disagree with his views, they shouldn't have had the right to prevent him from speaking. People should have the right to express themselves in a safe way. However, Congress must first clearly outline the parameters of what can be said. This issue needs to have attention it deserves now. Please don't sit idly by. Contact your congressman today. As American citizens, we must demand action to clean up these laws.